Howdy folks, Spook here. It's not much for a 600 subscriber video, but it's also serving dual purposes here. Back in Minecraft, this is the server I wanted to do the 500 subscriber video on. Right now we're crawling through my giant insane castle, which I could probably get lost in if I actually bother going into it. But my issue here is primarily this. I've had some really bad issues with work lately. And it's been kind of keeping me away from doing my LPing stuff, and I apologize for that. A lot of people have noticed that, like, I've been popping onto Steam and going immediately into, like, the offline mode. Despite my best attempts to be, like, you know, kind of mysterious about that. The reasoning for that basically boils down to, when I get on late at night, I'm working overtime pretty much every day, and I have not had the mind or mental state in order to properly, you know, do the LP thing. Which is kind of a shame because I want to finish up War for Cybertron. There's a bunch of new cool games coming out and other stuff I want to take care of. And some really neat suggestions I got from guys and other stuff I should be LPing. And I've been playing games which I've been enjoying, but again, this still sounds goofy, but there's LPing a game and there's actually, like, playing the game. And playing the game is easier because I don't have to be, like, on all the time. But, it's a lame excuse. I know it's a lame excuse, and I apologize to you guys for using such a lame excuse. And, whoa. I gotta remember, this is beta. I'm not immortal anymore. I can't just leap off of buildings. Okay. Let's get inside the door here. Down here. Right now I'm crawling through my own castle on Minecraft. This place is pretty much renowned for being senseless and having no real direction to it. And I'm stuck in another corner again. Oh, there's always ladders. Ladders are always good. Unfortunately, thanks to Notch, he also turned off the warping feature, so I can't really go around and show you all the really cool stuff that they built on this server, because you can't really warp anymore. But I can kind of show you the yay, oof, yay. All right, let's get down here. Let's get down out of this place. Oh man, I fell on fire. My armor's almost broken. That's no good. That's not good at all. Anyway, we had a recent server crash, and they had to link the two servers together, hence the weird sky thing over there. IO's Tower, that's one of the guys who plays with me. You might remember him from, like, the 200 subscriber video. He used to have everything all the way up to the skybox, but he got half cut off when they decided to put this Sky City, Cloud City thing in. Head back to the main spawn area, show off some of the neat stuff there. I'm not doing a Minecraft LP. I prefer using it just for these little walk-around things, because you can just wander around and, you know, shoot the shit and generally be, you know, somewhat entertaining without being completely crazy about everything. But, hold on a second. Sorry about that. Yeah, we can see the growing spawn in the distance there with the giant Mega Man symbol flying out. I think that's the prison for new players when they come in. The previous server kind of got blown up by some asshole with dynamite, so this server's been a little more paranoid about people doing inappropriate things. So, hence giant obsidian prison. There's Mount Creepmore over there, designed by one of the other folks on here. I still think he should have done it in, like, green stone, but given the fact that we're kind of playing this fair and trying not to spawn in equipment too much, he probably had to actually go mining for it. Whoop. I don't remember. I'm not immortal anymore. It's driving me crazy. I can actually die if I fall into stuff. That's a storage house over there. From Christmas, we have the giant Christmas tree that was left over. Mickey D's has made their way into Minecraft over here. There's the Proto Man and the Mega Man. There's some other stuff around here too. The problem, like I said before, is that, like, there used to be warp gates, and I don't want to kind of, like, wander around too much. But anyway, back to the original point I was going on about. I'm going to be officially going on hiatus until probably till March. March, I'm hoping I'll be able to resume everything. I'm hoping by March that the new Deus Ex game will be out, in which case I'll be dropping the other LPs temporarily to work on that one. That's a big drop. Basically, I'll do the LP for that, because Deus Ex is where I got my start at, and that game really does look good. But I heard that fall will kill me. I remember somebody telling me basically that it might be delayed due to the really bad luck they've had with the whole Final Fantasy XIV eating pretty much all of Square's profits and causing all their stuff to fall behind. Which, kind of, to be honest with you, it really pisses me off. Principally because I don't give a shit about MMORPGs, and also I do genuinely give a shit about, say, you know, Deus Ex. And the new game looked really good, but being held up kind of pisses me off. For other LPs I was considering after I finish up the two I'm doing right now, I'm still doing Republic Commando and War for Cybertron. I was debating doing Darkest Days. Somebody suggested I should do The Ball, mostly because nobody's ever done The Ball before. Have a lot of people suggesting I should do adventure games. I kind of support adventure games, and I kind of don't. My concern with adventure games is basically that it's not really much fun to watch me wander around lost, and I think they work better in general as a... if you're inexperienced with them, I think they work in general better as a screenshot LP. If you're experienced with them, they work fine as a video LP because they flow, and you know you can see things going and see how things work. But if you're just, you know, wandering through for the first time, it doesn't really help to have me wander around and, like, test every item and then, like, the LucasArts style method of correction. Let's check out Io's thing here. You can see the full extent of the Castle Spooksylvania over there, where it's kind of like a little crazy and non-Euclidean. I could spend the entire day wandering through that damn thing. I've actually had people who wanted to, not just told us about a new upcoming dungeon exploration thing, where you can basically make a map into a dungeon to explore, like adventure mode style, which makes me think once again that somehow Notch is trying to convert Minecraft into Dwarf Fortress, but they keep wanting to make my castle into it because it makes no sense and has no real structure to it. But the real reason I'm here is I'm trying to get over there by means that aren't going to result in me being dead, because I don't lose all my equipment again. What is this? Save storage. Gives game fatalities, clip chest. Oh, it's the spleef. Oh, it's the spleef thingy. That's good to know. Oh yes, the spleef stadium that I've heard about. Oh, damn it, that fall would kill me too! I hate being mortal. I want to be immortal again. It's more fun that way. I can just leap off of stuff. Now I can actually walk down and use staircases and ladders. Anyway, let's try to get on over there to what the major construction project is. Somebody actually wanted me to do an LP of something as soon as they finished doing it in here. They're one of my viewers too, but I knew them long before I started doing LPs, and what they want me to do is they're building this superstructure over here. I'm trying to get to a point where I can get a good advantage of it and it's not going to get me killed. There we go. They're calling it the Cosmic Cube, and they're going to eventually make it into a giant maze-like structure. And the idea is that you start out at the bottom of it, and you have to work your way up through all the traps and tricks and monsters and everything else that's going to be in there. Of course, we're building it entirely out of glass with the general idea of, like, if you punch the glass, they break your ass. But still, we have to make sure that, yeah, the idea is to have it go from the bedrock structure all the way down to the, upper skybox area. Anyway, this is a really lame subscriber video. It sort of isn't a subscriber video. It's more of an update video with extra benefits to try and tell you why I'm not doing what I should be doing. I'm still on. I'm going to respond to... Okay, there's lag. I'm going to respond to comments whenever I possibly can. I kind of want to keep on the ball. I feel bad about not being on LP, but I feel bad about making excuses for it, too. So that's why I'm going on active hiatus until probably about March. I might do stuff between now and then, but that's not going to be the likely thing. Wow, that is really pretty. And generally speaking, he did a lot of work over here since last time I was over here. Anyway, like I was saying, going on hiatus probably until March, working on other stuff, always open to suggestions. Usual caveat applies of I don't always know if I'm going to be able to listen to your suggestions. I hate saying that because it makes me sound like a jerk, but I don't want to sound like a jerk. If you see me on Steam, give me a page. If you see me go offline, give me a page anyway. Chances are I'm around. I usually go offline because I don't want to, like, you know, seem like I'm a jerk if like I want to play a game and I can't talk to somebody. I do like talking to you guys. Sometimes I'm not in the best mindset or mood, and I don't want to take it out on you guys if I had a bad day or something. Because that's not the right way to do things. It's an actually really mean and stupid way of doing things. Space release, contact trinary. See, like, that's right there. See, there's a lot of good structures on this place, but they're all over the place, because it's a Minecraft server. And unfortunately, I can't warp around it anymore like the original plan was. So I have to walk around. Walking around takes forever to accomplish, and that's not really a good way to do things. But anyway, I might finish up the War for Cybertron even on hiatus, since I only have like 2 levels left on it. And it tends, if I'm able to do it, I'll do it. Public Commando takes considerably more time and considerably more concern, given that it's much more involved of a game. And I don't want my commentary to suffer. I don't want you guys to suffer. I really do appreciate everybody out there viewing it. I really do enjoy doing LPing. That's why it's kind of ticking me off, and I kind of have to stop for a little while in order to, you know, basically work and get my stuff taken care of. As I said before, I'm always glad to have you guys out there. I always appreciate you guys being there. I apologize that I'm always falling behind on stuff. And I apologize that I can't always quite do what you guys want me to do. That's why I make these videos, so I can tell you this kind of thing. What the hell is this? I don't know what this guy's planning. It looks pretty neat. Anyway. I will hopefully see you guys in March, when I will get back to a normal LPing normal LPing schedule. And when I'm back to normal LPing schedule, I can hopefully then begin... Oh, it's Mordor. That's right. Alright, before I log off here, I want to show this to you guys. One of our people on this server actually wanted to make like a little realm of evil. So they went through and they basically made an entire massive area entirely out of obsidian. With a few notable differences, because they basically just overwrote. This was done by one of the server admin, who basically just looked at the area and just clicked a button and made everything into obsidian. And to be honest with you, it's kind of really freaky creepy at times, especially at night when you're wandering through here. And I shouldn't get too far into this place, because I can't warp myself back to my own area anymore. And I might be eaten by a Nazgul. But anyway, as I wander through the dark and horrible atrocity of man, which is this land, again, thank you very much for watching. I apologize for being a pain in the butt. I will be on hiatus probably until March. I'm always available for email and comments in the meantime. Leave stuff on my channel if you want to talk to me. In general, I'm here, but I'm not able to really do much. I don't want to just do stuff for the sake of doing stuff. Anyway, I look forward to seeing you guys, or hearing from you guys, or entertaining you guys once again. And see ya, man. Adios.